Alright, today is Sunday morning, May the 17th, and I'm going to complete the installation of my new DC panel. I got my inline fuse ready, my panel there. I made sure that I disconnected the positive power feed that feeds that panel. There's no power going to the panel right now. And it didn't have a direct fuse in there either. But anyway, we're going to put one in. So that's good. There's no power going to that. Alright, so the first step is to take off the old 4 screws. Then I'll get behind there and take off this panel here. Alright, so I've unscrewed the old panel, and of course before I did all this work I made sure that the power feeding this has been disconnected from the battery. There's no power going through this at all, but you can see that this is all going to be replaced by this one here, and all I'm going to do is transfer the connections from the old one to the new one. So let me start that process. Okay, preparing to transfer these connections, cabin lights, instruments, navigation, top light, anchor light, and auxiliary over to here. Cabin lights, instruments, navigation, top light, anchor light, and auxiliary. Alright, I've got my power connected up to the new panel with my fuse in line, and that will connect to the battery, to that blue cable that we saw before. In the meantime, I'm getting ready to switch over these 5 connections, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over to these 5 connections in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and auxiliary open there. So let's see what happens here. Okay, after mid-morning and afternoon operation, successfully completed the replacement of the power panel for the Tamara. The new one's installed and working fine. I managed to connect everything up without shorting anything out. So this is a new panel, and when I have cabin lights, it lights up and tells me my cabin lights are actually working. That's cabin lights there. That's the instruments. That's the nav lights outside. Now the mast light isn't actually lighting up there yet, but it has power to the back. And same thing with the anchor light. Those are the 2 that I still need to troubleshoot. For now, for the accessory, I plugged in my nav radio to take care of the power to that. Normally the radio is plugged in on its own, but I just wanted to play around with it to make sure that works. So my radio is powered there. I'll probably change this to something else, because I'd rather have the radio plugged in independently. But anyway, the new power panel is there, man. It works. Great. Tamara's entered the modern age.